Hey everybody. Hold on, turn my music down. Smile, so smile. Still on my raw vegan challenge, 31 days. Hey everybody. Thank you for hopping on. We're gonna make some raw meat. And if you can join me, great. If you cannot, that's all right. I'm just gonna invite a couple of friends to just hop on if you are available and join me, because this journey has been amazing. I am currently on day 8, and I wanted to show you guys how simple it is to eat raw foods. However, we're not just talking about lettuce and carrots and all the things. Now, my husband has been on this journey with me. He absolutely loved this raw meat that I'm about to show you guys how simple it is. I did get the recipe from Auntie Tab and added my own little spin to it. J Bell's Plantastic Kitchen. So listen, I want to show you guys as I make it. It's so simple. I'm all about the simplicity and about the taste. Once you learn how to season your foods to your liking and all the things, this is what makes it so amazing. So what I have done so far, I soaked my raw pecans in some warm water for about 30-40 minutes, probably longer than that because I went to the store. And then I chopped, that's about a cup. I'm not measuring, you know what Auntie Tab says all the time. You gotta just do what you feel. But that is about a cup of raw raw pecans. I've got some cremini mushrooms kind of chopped a little bit. I'm gonna put it all in the food processor. I have some red bell peppers, some orange bell pepper. You can use green. I don't particularly like greens. That's what I'm saying. Make sure you're eating stuff that you like. Just because the recipe calls for green peppers and you don't like them, don't add it, right? And then, hey y'all, thanks for joining me. And then I'm gonna add some red onions, although they're purple. Can somebody explain to me why they call red onions, but they're purple? But my name is Jennifer Bell, aka J Bell, and today in the Plantastic Kitchen, I am more plant-based than raw, but I'm going on a 31-day raw for the month of July raw vegan challenge and inviting friends to join my friend and I for the last 14 days. We're going to show you that you can, first of all, your skin's going to glow, your gut going to be in check, the bloating's going to be gone. You got to start to sleep better. I'm talking that type of sleep where you're dreaming again. Maybe you wake up with a little drool right here. But this raw meat is so simple. And once again, I got the basis of the recipe from Auntie Tab's cookbook. And that's the whole thing when you're going and transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle. Y'all, don't reinvent the wheel. Find somebody that you want to follow. I follow Tabitha Brown. You know, started with the documentary, What the Health, whatever, and then started creating plant-based meals. I do have a plant-based recipe with 30 meals, 30 minutes or less, because I know as families, you're busy, you got stuff going on, but you want to eat healthy and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money. So with this, probably the most expensive thing would be the raw peanuts. Why do I keep saying peanuts? The raw pecans. And you can substitute with walnuts. I have made some raw meat with walnuts, but I'm using the raw pecans. They have such a better meaty flavor to me, I guess. So anyway, I have everything in the food processor. I'm going to add my cremini mushrooms. You can use whatever mushroom that you want. Last time I used portobello mushrooms. And then I'm adding my peppers and then also my onions. I'm just putting everything in the food processor. And don't fill it up all the way because you want to be sure you can make sure it can turn and do all what it needs to do. Now here is the key. The key is the seasoning. I'm going to show y'all exactly what seasonings I'm using that's going to make this raw meat. Here's the one I made before, and we're running out already, y'all. That's what it looks like. But I use portobello mushrooms here. But I want to show you guys how simple it is, and it tastes amazing. Ask my husband, right? He makes his with gluten-free tortilla wraps. I make mine in a big old romaine lettuce, the big leaves, you know. Let's keep going. Have a spatula ready because you want to kind of push the sides down. But let me tell you about these seasonings. I'm adding some taco seasoning. You guys are doing it right with me. Well, now I need my scissors so I can cut on my knife. And the key to any recipe, you want to have all your ingredients ready to go. So I'm going to use probably half of this. It's my first time to use this seasoning, and I chose it because it's lower in sodium. So anyway, let y'all see what I'm doing. Everything is right here in the food processor. So I'm just adding probably half of this packet of taco seasoning. I'm going to add Auntie Tab. Listen, if y'all hadn't gotten on to her seasonings, they are the bomb. And again, I'm not measuring. I'm just going what I feel, right? Put that in there. Gonna add just a little bit of Himalayan salt. You don't need a lot. A little black pepper. Let me show you how simple this is. Listen, I want a little bit of spice. I'm going to use a little bit of Slap Your Mama seasoning. If you know, you know. And you don't need a whole lot. So I'm going to put just a little bit. That's it. That's it. Now here is the key. Here is the key. You want some coconut aminos. It's kind of like a soy sauce. Just put a little bit in there. Right? And you only need just a little bit of liquid smoke. Be careful with this because you don't want it to smell like charcoal, right? But a little bit of this is going to give it that meaty type flavor, and also it's going to smell more meaty. Just a little bit. Now all I'm going to do, y'all, is put it on my top, and I'm going to process it. Oh, let me move this over. I'm going to hit the processor. So give me a minute. I'm going to chop it up. Now here's where I'm going to just move the sides down just a little bit because I want all of this to get mixed in really well, especially with the seasonings. And then I'm going to give it a little taste. One more go. Oh, y'all, it smells amazing. It smells amazing. Okay, this is it. Now, all I'm going to do is taste it to see if I need to add any other seasoning to it. This is what it looks like. You can make tacos with this, put it in a burrito. Y'all, that's so good. That is so good. I'm going to make my wraps. Get my lettuce wrap. This is what I am eating on my raw vegan 31 days. And I want to show y'all how simple it is. We don't have to make it complicated, right? I'm gonna let y'all see exactly how I make this. Let me get my lettuce. Lettuce wrap. I got some guacamole. I've got some pickled red onions. I'm gonna make this wrap right in front of y'all. Look at these big old beautiful romaine lettuce leaf. You can use any leaf that you want. And I made my own guacamole, so I'm going to give the rest of that. I'm going to use a plant-based dairy-free sour cream, and we're about to build this taco, y'all. And y'all saw me make it right here. Here it is. That's it. Tastes amazing. So here we go. Let me get mine. I didn't even need to add any more seasoning, y'all. Put your questions below. Thank you for hopping on. and hit that screen. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you for joining me. So I'm getting ready to build my raw tacos with my lettuce leaf because I'm on a 31-day raw vegan challenge for the whole month of July. And if you want to join us for the last 14 days, make sure you're following me. Hit that button to follow me and then message me the word challenge, and I will send you the link so you can register, because people are registering right now and it doesn't even start until July 18th. So all I'm going to do is take some of my raw meat that I just made. Everything in the food processor, nothing is cooked. And when you go on a raw vegan diet, raw is considered anything under 118 degrees. But I didn't cook this at all. I just put everything in the food processor. Tell me that I could eat that right now, just like this. But we're going to dress it up a little bit. Now, mind you, I'm going to eat 2 of these. And that's the beautiful thing about eating raw. Because it's so low in calorie, but it's very nutrient dense, you don't have to measure, you ain't got to count macros, micros, all of that, because you are eating straight raw foods. And it's going to be easy on your digestive system. You're going to use it like you need to, right? I'm going to take some pickled red onions and add it to my taco. Wait till y'all see this. Listen, this was so good. I had this for dinner yesterday and almost was running out of my my raw meat. So I wanted to make enough for us to take with us because we're getting ready to head out. I used all the rest of my avocados and made this guacamole. Put some cilantro in there. I'm going to add just a little dollop of that. Wait till y'all see this. I'm telling you. You can add more vegetables if you want. Yesterday I added some tomatoes. I'm not going to chop up any tomatoes right now. And then I'm going to add my dairy-free sour cream. This is the best that I have found. Tastes so amazing, y'all. It's so good. And I'm going to sprinkle some of that on here. You don't need a dollop of Daisy, honey. What you need is a dollop of Forager plant-based sour cream. All right, I'm gonna put that on there just like this. Y'all, it's so good. My mouth is watering. And then I'm gonna top mine with just some regular picante sauce because I don't have time to go chop it all up and do all the things. So I'm gonna add some regular mild picante sauce. I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on. Tell me you wouldn't eat this. Tell me you would not eat this raw meat tacos in a lettuce wrap. So when you're on the challenge, you join the challenge with us, guess what? I'm going to share my recipe with you and show you how you can get through the 14 days. First of all, in the first week, my partner and I, we both lost 5 pounds. Not doing it for the weight management. However, that is an added benefit, right? So, here it is. I'm going to roll it up. Let's take a bite. Mmm. 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 Y'all, this is so good. You can make regular tacos if you just want to eat more healthy and you love tacos. You can put this meat, and I just made it. Y'all saw me make it. Put this meat, raw meat out of pecans, and a hard shell taco if you want. Add it to your burrito. Add some beans. When I go back to eating more plant-based while I'm cooking things, I can see this being in a bean burrito. This would be like the meat part. Put some vegan cheese in there, and I can make my own vegan cheese. Hello. It's all about the seasonings and trying different things, y'all. I was talking to my best friend earlier today, and I was like, people will change when they get sick and tired of being sick and tired. My husband and I were, story time real quick. This time last year, we both had COVID, y'all, both of us. And when I tell you that thing was no joke, whew, it took a toll. But it showed me in just a year ago, that year passed by so fast. And here's what I do know: time is going to pass, whether you're ready for it or not. So the decisions you make now will affect you in the future. My whole thing for sharing my raw vegan journal with you and documenting everything that I'm cooking, how I'm feeling, I journal my affirmations and just try to share with you guys, is to instill some hope, because some people just need the hope that they can do it, right? And also, you don't have to do it alone. We are doing this in community. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this camera. Doing it in community. That's why we're inviting you guys to join us July 18th. Give yourself some time, because it's a mindset shift for sure. But I believe it starts with a hope that there is a better way to heal my health from the inside out. Many of you know, or may be watching this, know that I do promote a plant-based supplement that I've been doing for 10 years. It helped me to initially get my 50 pounds off. I have been plant-based for about 2.5 years, almost 3 years, since an incident that happened December of 2022 that landed me in the ER with a blood pressure of 216/109. I felt amazing. I didn't feel anything, right? And I've been on blood pressure medication since I was 25. The Lord blessed and says the same. I will be 58 next month. You count it up, 30-something years. I have been able to wean off of 3 medications down to 1. I want to be totally medication free. So I have spent time, researched, read books, watched documentaries, gone through some trainings to figure out, how do I heal my health from the inside out? How do I reverse this chronic illness? Because contrary to what has been taught to me, and many times to my culture, my community, is that if your mama had it, your daddy had it, grandmama, all these people, you're doomed to have it. Not so. Diseases are very, very small percent of diseases that are hereditary. Many times chronic illnesses are due, and they're passed down because we're eating the same foods that cause the disease. And this is what I want to change in our community. We can heal our health through what we put here. When we understand that everything that we put here is either feeding disease or it is fighting disease. I have committed to turning my entire breakfast area into my Plantastic Kitchen cooking show. So you can follow me on my YouTube channel. It's Living Well with Jennifer Bell, because we can reverse the conditions from our traditions, right? That cause the conditions to have us in high blood pressure, diabetes, all the things. Now, am I a doctor? Absolutely not. I'm sharing my journey to hopefully encourage somebody, even if it's one somebody. Sis, we don't have to just take what the doctors are telling us. Do your research. I love Dr. Bobby Price's book, Vegetation of a Medication. That was one of the first books that I read on how to reverse chronic illness. And I'm like, gosh, if he did it, and he's a pharmacist, right? He's a doctor, then I can do it. So I started on my journey. You just have to start. Start where you are. Do what you can and use what you have. The beautiful thing about my situation is I absolutely love to cook. I love kitchen gadgets. Matter of fact, my little TikTok shop, let me show y'all. This, because I chopped so much, came in the mail today. I'm super excited about this. I just got my dehydrator in the mail, and I would encourage anybody to get a dehydrator if you're trying to do this long term. Now, you don't need to have a dehydrator for this, but again, I love cooking. I love sharing cooking classes to show anyone that you can create a delicious, healthy meal that even your family will love in 30 minutes or less. And you can find the ingredients in your local Walmart, your local market, what have you, and it tastes delicious. Everything is, to me, in the seasoning. So with that being said, I'm super excited to share that I just made my walnut meat, because I'm going to take this with me. It was so good yesterday, I made it again today. And I wanted y'all to see me make it live to show you the simplicity of putting ingredients in a food processor, and boom, you've got meat that you can use, whether you do it raw or eat total raw, or you want to just make tacos and you want to make it in a healthy way. This is it. So if you want to join us for the last 14 days of this month, our Raw Vegan Challenge, because we're going to be sharing with you our recipes, so you don't have to start from scratch. Suki is on here. She is doing it with me. We're doing it for 31 days. And once again, I've already given you a week of what my food looks like in a day. So if you're not following me, go follow me. It's already on my page. And you can see, we're not just eating rabbit food over here. This food is delicious, y'all. It is so good. And once again, I just showed you guys live how to make some raw meat using pecans, mushrooms, red onions, bell peppers, and a whole bunch of great seasonings. That is the key to eating plant-based, eating raw, eating healthier, turning your favorite foods into a more healthier version. Like, I'm from the South, y'all. We love our greens around here. I used to make my greens with, ham hocks and all the things. Don't do that anymore. Bacon, I've found a way to make my greens so tasty to the point even my children are like, Mom, this is so good. You have to have, first of all, the mindset that I can change. And my whole hope and my whole reason for sharing my journey is to instill hope into somebody that you can change. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you're starting. But here is what I do know. Time waits for no one. Time is going to keep on ticking. And for those of us in the faith community that we know we're going to the glory, we're going to see him one day. So you're not worried about this body. I would caution you to read your word in 2 Corinthians, where it talks about you are responsible for the temple, for the body that houses the Holy Spirit. And the fact that, yes, we have an end date, but we're now in our dash, and it's about the quality of our lives while we are here to do the things that God has designed our fingerprints to do, and to do with a spirit of excellence. So how can you do the things you're called to do on this side? It's called this body. It's the only vehicle that we have to do it in. So it would behoove us, beloved, to take care of this body. And I'm going to say this too. I grew up Kojic, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of things I had to unpack, but I share it openly because, again, my whole reason for doing this is to help somebody to know you can change from where you are and start living, eat well so that you can live well, right? Start, you just got to start. Start where you are, do what you can, and use what you got. I'm reminded of Gideon's story. 300 army. You got 3,000 up against him. He started where he was, used what he had, right? And he went for it. It's the same thing with us. No matter what it is that you're trying to do, it starts with the mindset. You need to have a willing mind. I'm looking for some willing workers with a willing mind. So join us for the challenge. If we are not following each other, be sure we're following each other. Drop the word challenge. And for those of you that missed the demonstration, I will save this video and probably repost it so you can see it. But everything was done in a food processor. It's simple. And I do have a critic who I take his word honestly. He lets me know, Jennifer, that's a good one. Add that one to your cookbook. Or you may not want to, go back to the drawing board or something like that. He's very kind. But at the same time, I don't want to be sharing something that because it tastes good to me, I want it to taste good to the average person. And I will tell you, since he's been doing this raw with me, he's gone more vegan. Like he would heat up his food, but he has not had any chicken because he was still eating chicken maybe twice a month or somewhere around there before July 1st. So already he's lost about 5 to 7 pounds. already, y'all. And he's eating, he's heating up his food, but he's still eating plant-based. I'm telling you, he talks about the bloating being gone. I don't have the bloat. I feel good. I've lost some inches. My pants are looser. I did step on the scale. I'm 5 pounds down. But for me, it's more about healing my health from the inside out. And I'll share this with you because it's the truth. When I started, my blood pressure was averaging 140 over like 87. I took it just yesterday and it was 114 over 78. Now, I'm still on blood pressure medication. I'm going to do this with wisdom. I'm going to do it with my doctor. But at the same time, by the time I get to my birthday appointment, yearly appointment, I want her to see my levels. Blood levels, blood work has been great. No cholesterol problem, things like that. I always come out great, but I'm still on this blood pressure medication. And I know that is not God's will for my life to be on medication the rest of my life. Otherwise, why did he put this desire in my heart to not be on blood pressure medication? And to learn how to eat well so that I can live well and share it with you guys. So with that being said, got my little t-shirts, J Bell's Plantastic Kitchen, different colors. I'm excited to bring you guys some more things that we have in store. But as I end this live, so I can go ahead and finish my raw tacos, ooh, tastes so good. Then if we're not following each other, follow me. Drop the word challenge. I'll send you the link. You can check it out. If you want to join us, it's $27. We start July 18th through the 31st. And y'all, people are signing up already. And again, we're excited to share some recipes, having that accountability. And if you haven't seen my video about the 5 things you need to consider before starting a raw vegan journey, watch that. The first thing is to know your body, know where you are health-wise. The second thing is to stock your fridge and your kitchen with fruits and vegetables, right? And nuts and seeds and all those types of things. And the third thing is to educate yourself. I've done a lot of research, and so has my partner. That's why we're doing this together, and we want to invite you guys to join us as well. Bring your questions. Are we dietitians or nutritionists? No. We just have our own stories, and her story is incredible. Incredible. I can't wait for people in the community to hear her story. And then number 4, you got to have some tools. Like I said, a food processor is almost like a given. You got to have that, a high speed blender. But I love kitchen gadgets. Like I said, you don't have to have a little cutting thing that I just bought off of TikTok. TikTok shop got me in a chokehold, y'all. I didn't. Anyway, and then some good knives and a cutting board. Oh, let me show y'all this cutting board. Look at my cutting board that my he's a virtual nephew because I haven't met him in person yet. But my friend Suki's son, I call him my nephew. He made this especially for me. Y'all, I was so emotional because I love kitchen gadget, and the fact that he made this for me, woo, my heart. It just fits so well with my other wood cutting boards. So just some basic things you need. We're going to be sharing more and more. I even made some nice cream that came out amazing. So let me know any questions that you have before I get off. I'm going to just scroll through real quick and see if I missed anything. But thank y'all for hopping on. Thanks for the new followers. I will follow you back. But if you are interested in joining us July 18th through the 31st, go ahead and hit challenge. You got to send me a message because once this live is over, it's gone and I won't see your message. So be sure that you do challenge. At least take a stab at it. I tell people, start where you are. If you can't make the whole 14 days, at least you tried. And the more you know, the more information you get, the more you do things in community to have that extra support and motivation and knowing that other people are doing the same thing that you're doing. That's what makes it so much fun. Because I'm doing this currently with my friend Suki. She and I are doing the 31 days. And I'm telling you, we talk every single day. We share our food. And it just makes it that much more fun. And it gives you that encouragement that you can do this. You can do this, right? So I want to hopefully give hope to somebody who's just saying, I got to change. I'm tired of being on medication. I'm tired of not feeling good. I'm tired of my joints hurting. I'm tired of the inflammation. I'm tired of not going to the restroom like I should. I'm tired of it being, acting like, feeling like George Jefferson. For those of y'all who know who George Jefferson is, you just always like you just something stuck up your butt, so to speak, right? And you just want to sleep better. You want that mental clarity. You want that energy all day long. You want that glow. I may be sweating a little bit, but I mean, skin is clear. All the things, y'all. And you just want to feel good. So join the challenge. Start where you are. Let us help you along the way, encourage you. And I'm so excited that you guys join me for the live. Keep watching my page. I'm going to be sharing more and more of my journey. And I'll talk to you guys later. Be blessed. And remember, eat well so that you can live well. Talk to y'all later.